it. I mean, it's better than nothing, which I currently have.
And outside of that, I don't think there's anything else I need on from the list.
Yeah, there's nothing I need.
Okay. Let's sell it for 50%. And let's see. And $8,000 for the ring of protection.
Damn, do we seriously have 46,000 gold in party gold right now?
Yes.
Holy shit.
$47,300. And as I said earlier, this is your last chance to go shopping.
Shopping spree.
Winner, I'm going to take alignment channel evil for my feet. So let me channel energy to harm outsiders.
Cool.
And it's either that or I take the one that lets me expend a use of channel, a couple of uses of channel energy to cast a maximized breath of life spell.
Do we know ahead of time what part of Galarian we're going to? In the mountains?
Yes, you do. Last time you had caught the vampire trader, turned him over to, remember, Radveer, and you turned Radveer over to the the vampire prince, and he dealt with him, and you all proved that the older Nosferatu, Ramoska, was innocent, of which he was freed, and within a day or two of meeting with the vampires, you get a letter from Ramoska that talks about he understands that you're responsible for getting his release, and he wishes you his undying thanks. He's returning home, but he has one final piece of business that he wants to attend to. As promised, he'll tell you what he knows of the Whispering Way and their plans, and he leaves it up to you to decide your next step. When he was examining the elixir, he formed a theory that Prince Ordante was the cult's target. However, he's determined that the concoction is actually meant for someone else, Count Lucien Glodana. And judging by the components used in the elixir's creation, the cult doesn't plan on transforming Galdana into a lich. Rather, it seems that they intend to remake him into the most powerful lich this world has ever known. Turning his body into some sort of vessel for the Whispering Tyrant himself. He desires no part in these ill-conceived goals, and he urges you to find the Count before they do. And at this point, he is convinced that the Whispering Way has fled to the fortress monastery of Renchurch and the haunted highlands of Verilich's hungry mountains, ready to enact the final phase of their plans. And should you decide to venture there in search of them, he wishes you good fortune. And I'll give you a link of where you're actually headed. And it is the third region of Yugoslav. And it's a desolate, undead, haunted wasteland.
Cheery.
It's all the fun areas.
Yeah, it's in the far southwestern corner, and it borders Lastwell, and it is also home to Gallowspire, where the Whispering Tyrant is currently imprisoned. And no sane person dwells within it. And periodically, patrols from Lastwell will enter to check that the Whispering Tyrant is still imprisoned, as for they've done that for centuries. So you are headed northwest out of Casimir.
Okay. I just need to figure out what I'm going to buy.
And in this town, it wouldn't be hard to find somebody that can draw you a rough map. And Casimir is way down in the lower right corner.
We're advancing to book 5 or book 6?
We are now in book 6. The final leg of this adventure.
Hey, I'm assuming we've rested. So I've got my spell.
Yeah, let me give you a overnight rest.
Thank you. Now that I know a little bit more about these modules, I'm going to go through and completely overhaul my fucking spell list.
And you know that the fortress at Renchurch is roughly about 200 miles away from Caliphas. So traveling to the Black Monastery is not an easy proposition. The blasted wasteland is like a putrid patch of decaying flesh, sutured to the western arm of Yusilov. The terrain is uninviting at best and hostile at worst. Polluted rivers carve deep valleys throughout the range, draining the melting winter runoff of the highest peaks into cisterns of gray water that stink of maggoty rot. Game is scarce, but unnatural creatures thrive in the realm. And some even say that you can still feel the remnants of the Whispering Tyrant's bony death grip on the land, even after centuries of imprisonment.
Yeah, well, he was a death douchebag, so he probably killed the land pretty good.
Which book, or which AP is he truly in?
Who?
The Whispering Tyrant? Or is
He
it...
hasn't been in one yet.
Okay.
He's like, I mean, he was originally defeated by a god in Arden, and then, I mean, they fought like war for 300 years to imprison him, like all of Taldor's might, plus a whole bunch of other nations. So I think he's, you know, he's like he's equivalent to a god trying to kill.
Okay. Yeah, he seemed like a interesting character.
Yeah.
So if I want to upgrade my great sword to a +2, would I just pay the difference? Subtract what I've already paid and pay the difference?
Correct.
It's 10 grand now, isn't it?
It's 9 grand.
Weapon, is it 9 grand? I think it's, I thought to get to +2 it was 8 grand.
Oh, it's 8 grand to get to +2, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Armor. armor might be 10 grand. Yep, to +2. I think armor.
No, armor is much cheaper. Armor is so much cheaper. I think it's like 1,500 for, or I want to say 1,500 for a +2.
Okay, I knew it was armor. Weapons were cheaper.
Yeah, armor is really cheap.
Yeah, D20 says it's 8 grand for +2. So it'll be 6,000 to subtract a 2,000 from the previous one.
Oh, you know why I said 10? Because I have keen on it, and it's adamantine. The extra 2 grand.
I'm trying to decide if I want to go upgrade my cloak of resistance or just upgrade my belt of strength.
Resistance is always good.
Yeah.
So since I missed the last session, is it safe to assume we won't be seeing as many vampires?
That is correct.
Each book tends to focus on a theme, although I don't know if this one will. Like the first 5 were all sort of horror monster themes. You had ghosts in the first one. You had Frankenstein and Frankenstein in the second one.
Yeah, and we've had werewolves.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, those ones
And
suck.
vampires. Yeah. Well, that's because you build for an undead heavy campaign, and then they throw in basically creatures from outer space.
Right, that's kind of where that's kind of my bet, what looking at my spells and shit, trying to get everything, because I don't know obviously none of us know what's going on in this next book, so I'm going to be going a little bit more towards like communal buff spells and shit. So
Oh yeah, get another Smite Evil.
Yeah, this one is Lich heavy, of course. Undead as well.
oh, we wouldn't know that. I don't want to metagame.
1d4
Well-
Black Dragons.
In fairness, you could guess the undead part. I mean, we're trying to stop the Whispering Way. They're all undead.
Okay, fair enough.
And you know that they're trying to resurrect the Whispering Tyrant, so, there's the Lich is covered as well. I wonder how the Beast of Lippestadt is doing.
You should go look him up, see if he wants to join us.
Oh, why did you protect them?
Yes, yeah, we our original paladin defended him in court, and took a beating to protect him, and
Nice.
we gave him a name.
Leland, Leonard,
I think it was Leland.
that sounds about right.
Well, that's quite the nice little item.
So how much time do we have in between? Can we take a magic item and go, say, like some kind of wizard to upgrade it from Cloak of Resistance to the 3 for half price or something, and take a certain amount of days?
To do the things at the half price, you need to have the crafting skill.
You have to be a party member. You can't go to a service.
No. If you're going to the service, the extra that you're paying is the fee that he's charging you. The half price is like the bare minimum cost. Everything above that is, basically the shopkeeper's cut.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's not worth an extra 5 for an upgrade from 2 to 3 Cloak Resistance.
Maybe not if you find something better.
No, I just put for an upgrade on armor, so that took a chunk of it. Now I gotta get some potions and stuff.
That's a good point. We might want to consider a couple wands and the like.
Hey, I was thinking of doing a headband of learning charisma, but I do not have the money for that.
+2?
Oh, +4.
Ooh, that's a big jump.
Well, because I have a +2 right now, and if I go with +4, it does the same thing that Cloak of Resistance would do. For me, that is. Because an extra point of charisma only crits all my saves up by 1.
See if you can get an iron stone or something.
Iron stones, again, they're enhancement bonuses, so they won't stack with your headband.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, maybe I should have went for boots of jumping and striding and jumping instead of taking the winter boots.
The extra 10 feet of movement is pretty nice.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
If you want to sell them, we can.
Yeah, I'll sell the boots of winter, go for boots of striding. I'll just transfer back to the party. I think it's 5,000 for the boots.
Done.
Damon, do you want to go in on a wand of mirror image?
Give me a second after I want to see how much money I actually have left after I buy these boots.
Man, I'm so glad I'm going through my spells. So many good ones that I've missed. But really, like, kind of fucking myself here.
Yeah, it's every time I rest, I go through my spells and try to figure out what would be good for the next step we're on. Yeah, I have 30 movement now. Okay, I have 2,283 left. I was thinking of maybe putting that towards like a wand to cure wounds.
I'll put in half with you for a cure mod.
Yeah. How much does a wand cost anyways? I can't remember now.
Like 4,000.
Based off the spell level.
4,500 for cure moderate wounds, 50 charges.
A
Yeah, so
very
I'll
small price.
I'll pretty much what I have left, I guess, wouldn't it? All 2,200.
2,250 would technically be half.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, we've been doing that in Kingmaker, buying people wands.
They're so worth it.
All right. So from my note, I'll take off 2,500, and you put on 2,500 on yours.
Okay. So it was 4,400 overall?
45, I believe.
45? Okay. Okay. So who are we giving the wand to? I guess Karis?
I already have one, actually.
Because I can't use it. Or can I? Since I can cast a spell, can I?
I believe so, yeah.
Aren't you a paladin or something?
Yeah, I'm a paladin, yeah.
You have Cure Light, and you have all the cures on you.
Yeah, I keep I don't use wands often so far. Yeah, it's true. Alright, thank you. I'll hold on to it then. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Oh, that's what I forgot to check. See if my lay on hands went up.
Anybody know offhand some good magic items to store spells?
Pearl Power?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, because I got that first level Pearl Power I use to call back my Hero Defiance when I use it.
It actually depends what kind of caster you are. Like Pearl of Power works for casters that need to memorize their spells. Spontaneous casters don't use Pearls of Power.
Ah.
Ion stones hold up a head slot, right?
No, they don't take up any slots, and you can have multiples of them.
Should I get a incandescent blue ion stone for a +2 to wisdom?
If you don't have anything else that gives you a plus to wisdom, it doesn't stack with other items that give you pluses to wisdom.
Yeah, I've
Because
got a headband of
yeah,
whatever it gives me.
they're both enhancement bonuses, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Oh wait, I forgot to check that.
You're never as done as you think you are. Something like that.
Should I get an amulet of natural armor +3 or a cloak of resistance +4?
How's your saves?
Reflex 9, or Fortitude 9, Reflex 7, Will 14.
You might want to boost your... What's 7?
Reflex.
Yeah, find a way to boost that, and then maybe get the armor.
Yeah, my fortitude's 15, my reflex is 9, and my will's 11.
Yeah, that's 7. You need to do something with that.
For me, I'm a paladin, so mine's a little higher on her because of my charisma.
I mean, I was going to say just go for the resistance, but it seems like the other two are okay at this point. So you would, like, pretty much spend a lot of money on upping something that's kind of okay. How's your AC?
23 right now. I already have an amulet and natural armor +1. If I sell that, that's 500 gold. I'm still getting, it's about the same price roughly.
We'll just upgrade the amulet. You don't have to sell the amulet off. You can just upgrade it. And pay the difference and subtract what the previous level cost.
Okay. So yeah, they're the exact same price then. Could probably sell my broom of flying though.
Because I'm sitting at 28 armor class myself, which is pretty good considering I don't wear a shield.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not wearing one either, and I'm at 23 right now. But I think that's because I have my spell effect is still on me, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. Yeah, Winter, I'd like to sell my broom of flying.
Okay.
17,000 gold.
You get half.
Oh my god, I still got the Cloak of Dreams on. Hey Winter, did you see what the new 5e adventure hardcover adventure books are?
Yeah, Dragon Heist and the Mad Wizard, I believe.
Mad Maze or something like that.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it goes to level 20.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like, what, the first book is 1 to 5 maybe, and then it's 5 to 20.
You know what I found interesting about the first book after watching, because I watched the stream of Many Eyes where they even announced it. Depending on what season you set the adventure in, it has a different boss.
Oh, cool.
And there's like 4 different main villains you can play with, depending on where you set it.
Yeah, my next game is going to be the Sunless Citadel, followed by Curse of Strahd.
Nice.
See, I like the murder house opening to Curse of Strahd. It was nice and atmospheric.
Yeah, I've read it. It's definitely unique.
When I played it, we had a gnome wizard who got possessed by one of the spirits of little kids. So he ended up climbing my rogue's back and pissing down it.
I may have to consider that opening.
he was a fun player. He was, whenever, he was like a conjurer, so he rarely did anything offensive. He would conjure boxes and then hide under them.
Yeah, there's only 1 or 2 modules in Tales from the Yawning Portal and that I'm even remotely interested in running, and Sunless Citadel is one.
Yes, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with my leveling and my shopping.
Yeah, I think I'm just about done. I think I might get a couple scrolls, but that's it.
So Barnaby's spellbook goes up only to level 4 spells, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Depends on your class. I found out.
Yeah, some classes might not even go to 4.
No, mine goes to 6, I think.
Yeah, I wish he would do an update.
It's just a lot of work, man.
No kidding.
Yeah, she got some 7th level cleric spells and some 8th level cleric spells.
Yeah, I bought a mod on Fantasy or DM's Guild for Fantasy Grounds. It ties all of the sounds into the spells and the weapons for 5e. And there's like 580 entries that these guys set up.
Damn. I think the biggest adjustment I had from going, because I started in 5e and the first time I was playing D&D, and then coming to Pathfinder, is how many magic items you get in Pathfinder compared to 5e.
Yeah, 5e definitely went cutting down on the magic items for sure.
Yeah, but when you got one, it was more precious.
My precious.
Yeah, it's like Tomb of Annihilation. They just hit 8th level, and really they have maybe 4 magic items. Of course, once you enter the final tomb, you start finding more and more.
Yeah, I've played a bunch of the adventure paths, well, 2 of them, and I've enjoyed every one. I didn't even mind not getting a lot of magic items. So we did pretty good in both the ones I played. So I'd like to get a Paladin level 20 in 5e to see what's like.
Would be interesting.
They're overpowered at 2, so I mean...
Well, Gurkha's got some concentration.
Hell, monks are pretty good too. I took the mobility feat in my monk, and I think by the time we were done playing, I had like 60 feet of movement.
Oh god, I got one of those bastards with 50 foot of movement.
Yeah, they get insane quick.
I was running up walls, running along walls, leaping off. I think I nearly killed myself a few times falling in the chasms almost. I remember we had a warlock turn herself into a T-Rex and I ran up her back and started punching the evil eye she was biting from her nose.
Yeah, this guy will run up, do all of his actions, and then run back. fucker.
Yeah, I did that a few times.
Good old spring attack.
Oh, that's just in 5e. It's mobility. As long as you attack something, and as long as you make an attack option against something, they don't get a reaction against you.
No shit. Nice.
I actually had fun with, because I don't know what open hands or whatever it was, way of the fist or something like that. I had fun just pushing things around too. I had a pet gelatinous cube, a sentient one. I kept on trying to knock people into that. I think I managed once because the cube was so damn slow.
The Eldritch Blast that knocks the target back 10 feet is a pain in the ass.
We killed their mayor and our curse of Strahd by mistake with that.
They knocked something into the mayor, who then flew back into the flaming bonfire behind him.
Oh, love it. And guys, if you all don't mind, we'll get started on the adventure next week. That way we can have a full gaming session. And
Sounds good.
but you know where you're headed, you know what you're looking for, and you know all the backstory that you pretty much need.
And think of what your next class is going to be. I mean, no, for fun thoughts.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, and I'm gonna leave the server up so you guys can finish out, but have a great evening, and we'll see you next Monday evening.
All right, thanks. See ya. Have a great
See
day
ya.
tomorrow. All the crazy work.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done myself. Yeah. Good night, and see you next week.
Alright, see you guys.
Night.